That was hilarious. Basically, I just started my recording and I dropped my little John Deere truck on my laptop and then it ended the recording. But yeah, I was just playing with this thingamabob right here. Super fun. Like 12:07 a.m., bro. I don't know, bro. The day just gets crazy, man. Every time. End up on doing so many other quests of the day. I'm gonna put away my little truck here now, otherwise nothing bad will happen. But yeah. Anyways, yesterday what we were doing was we were getting into launch.json, and we were trying to figure out our configurations and trying to make our our integrated terminal into internal console. And so basically the debug console is read-only. It won't work for files that use the input function, which you start using in chapter 7. And all the other type of stuff. This book is getting crazy. 30. Alright, so yeah, it's gonna go. We're gonna basically I'm gonna just spin up vscode real quick. And let's bring us all back to where we were at some point in time. So pew. And let's go. No, let's go here. Alright, so I had a few theories as per why yesterday was so strange. And so actually, for some reason I noticed that 120 is just, I don't know where 120 is because 80 seems to show up, 60 seems to show up, and so does 40. So let's see, like when we get rid of this, right? And then we do Control S. There we go, we got rid of one guy. And then let's get rid of this and do Control S. We got rid of another guy. You do this and do Control S. Got rid of another guy. But 120 is still there. I don't see it though. Something strange is happening here. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna put it at 80 for now. And we're just gonna save it. I don't know where 120 went. But maybe it's not my problem right now. So this is settings.json. And then we have our launch.json. And so from what I understand is that we have version 0.200 configurations. So what we need to do in this situation here, why is this, what's happening here? Well, what's happening? What don't you like? Okay, so let's read. PowerShell process ID PID 14404 command line PowerShell no exit command try in shell integration rich. The following extensions wants to relaunch the terminal to contribute to its environment. Python debugger enables the use of no-config debugging, debug py, script.py in the terminal. Whoa, what is this? Whoa! Guys, don't look at the fact that I'm like doing my textbook work here, high key. Okay, so let's read. No config debugging by Eleanor Boyd. No config debugging. No config debug. This is a VS Code Python debugger by Microsoft. Shout out to Microsoft for dropping this banger right here. So we have no config debugging. No config debugging allows you to leverage debugging features without the use or need for configurations in a launch.json. To use, open a terminal and type debug py error. What is this called really? Does anybody actually know what this is called? Like we can say it's an arrow, but confidently, what is this? This is a less than sign. Dude, we know that part. Is it actually called a less than sign? Okay. So a debug py script.py or module. This command will invoke a debug session and break any breakpoints and set in your script or module will hit. Note, The launch debug session is attached to the script or module run in terminal. Is attached to the script or module run in the terminal. Therefore, canceling the debug session will not exit the terminal/script module. So the launch debug session is attached to the script or module run in the terminal. Therefore, canceling the debug session will not exit the terminal/script/module. So if this is happening in the terminal, canceling the debug session will not exit the terminal script/module. So we can't just cancel it. This is in our terminal. This is deep, bro. This is terminally deep. Terminal illness, God forbid. Note, due to conflicts in path variable, it is not possible to use no config debugging while having the experiment Python terminal env-var activation on. To opt out of the experiment, add python.experiments.opt out from Python terminal env-var activation to your user's settings.json. If you have received the error Python 3 command not found, you may not have a Python 3 available on any path environment variable. Python 3 command not found. Python 3 available on any path environment variable which is required for no config debugging, since debug py command ultimately runs on Python 3 in the background. Okay. Therefore, if you get this error, you need to ensure that there is Python 3 on path, which may require checking that the correct environment you want to use is selected or the desired virtual environment is activated in the given terminal before calling no config debugging. If you see the error, command not found, debug py, there are a few options. Check to see if your terminal has a yellow warning to signify that the terminal is out of date. If so, relaunch your new terminal instance. Okay, I didn't know you can just, if this was yellow in the terminal, that it may be out of date, so you may need to relaunch new instance. Okay. Interesting situation. Okay, no information we're learning here. That's why we're doing it this way. Some people may find it arduous. However, hover over the terminal instance to check that the Python debugger extension has contributed to the terminal's environment. If you don't see it here, make sure your environments are up to date and reload or try the tip below. So head over to the terminal instance to check that the Python debugger extension has contributed to the terminal's environment. So let's see, it says ZSH, so process ID. The following extensions have contributed to the terminal's environment. JavaScript debugger, wow, they got that. Enable Node.js auto-attach debugging in only with flag mode. Okay, we got Python debugger, that's the guy we like because we're doing Python right now. Enables the use of no config debugging. Debug py script.py in the terminal. Okay. GitHub Copilot, okay. Chat enables the use of Copilot debug command in the terminal. Git enables the following features. Git auth provider. As noted, it is not possible to use no config debugging while having the experiment. So it's not possible to use no config debugging while having the experiment Python terminal env-var activation on. So it's not possible to use no config debugging while you're doing the experiment of that specific Python terminal env-var activation. Okay. Yeah, we already heard this up here, didn't we? Okay, yeah. It's not possible. You can check to confirm if you have successfully disabled the experiment with the following steps. Go to the command palette, from the command developer, set log level, and select trace. Next, select the command Python show output and confirm that you have seen the experiment. Python terminal env-var activation is active in the logs. If not, check your settings and make sure that this experiment is turned off. If you see a string of output including error, either listen or connect is required in your logs, you might already have debug py installed, which conflicts with the new debugging experience. Uninstall debug py from the selected environment by calling python m pip uninstall debuggy. Oh, the vscode debugging experience will still work as debuggy is bundled with the Python debugger extension. Okay, let's see. This is interesting. So let's see, developers set log level. Okay. Like, can we just do that? Is that illegal or? developer set log level. Just like, what do you mean by that? Okay, let log level and select trace. Select trace. What does that mean? Set the log level. What? It's not gonna be so dumb, but what if I select trace? What do you mean by that, bro? Go to the command palette. Where do I find the command palette? See. Let's find the command palette in vscode. Where is the command palette in vscode? Okay, so to find the command palette in Visual Studio Code, it can be accessed via Control-Shift-P. Okay. Alright then. That's what I was thinking. This is what we learned from yesterday, so we do. Oh, we don't just do the terminal, that would be dumb. Okay, yeah. Control-Shift-P. Okay, and then we do developer set log level. Okay. Let's go to trace. Okay. Control Shift V. Okay. Trace. What do we do now? Go pilot. What do we do now? So you enables. It's not possible to use no config debugging while having the experiment Python terminal and var activation on. To contract you can successfully disable the experiment with the following steps. Go to command pilot, select trace next. Select the command show output. Bro, there was no such thing. Command Shift B. Set log level. Trace. Wait a minute, where's my body debuggy? What seems to be the issue here? So enables use of no config debugging in the terminal. Okay, so wants to relaunch the terminal to contribute to its environment. Oh, wants to contribute to its environment. Key, didn't they just say we can just like add a new terminal if we're feeling like it? We can just tell us want to die. And what is that? Why do we kill it? Why do we kill the terminal again? Let's search it up again. Wow, GitHub high key kind of not horrible. So let's see. So if your terminal yellow warning label signify that the terminal is out of date. If so, reload or launch a new terminal instance. So it might be just out of date. Okay, interesting situation here. Alright then. Okay, let's see. So we're looking at our book, our block. I want you guys, or whoever's the lost soul watching these videos, maybe to look at what I'm reading. There's A, B. Okay, let's continue. So let's see. So setting the line length indicator, we already did this. So we said most editors allow you to set up a visual cue, usually a vertical line, to show where your line should end. In the Python community, the convention is to limit lines to 79 characters or less. So there we go. To set this feature, click Code, then Preferences, then choose Settings. In the dialog box that appears, enter Rulers. Code, Preferences, and Settings. So let's go to File. We'll go to, wait a minute. Wait a minute. 10 toes in it. Sorry, click Code. Wait a minute. Not here. Is a control. Oh my god, bro. Sorry for y'all. I accidentally clicked control Windows key, and that's the whisper flow shortcut. And I'm wearing headphones, and the volume was pretty high up, and it just like went ding in my ears. Okay, alright. And that's a good way to wake up. Control Shift. Oh, what am I doing? Control Shift P. Okay. Control Shift P. I'm just trying to. I already know we got one settings.json. I just wanna gotta redo stuff. Some super stuff and stuff. Code. That dang code. Then preferences. Hmm. Choose settings. The ruler. Homie, what are you talking about? Nothing in the world. I can change the font on VS Code. What? Terminal integrated font family Comic Sans MO space. Mm. Mm. Yeah. Okay. Do it work? The terminal only supports monospace fonts. If this is a new. Why I wanted to have Comic Sans. Oh, that's hideous. I love it. But there, oh my, look at this. Yeah, I really am speaking facts with applied knowledge is power. It said that you're only able to use monospace in the terminal. But if my eyes are looking at this correctly, that's Comic Sans right there. I would wonder how can I get the actual editor part to not be monospace. I'm getting distracted by all the wrong things right here. But I learned a little bit something more. Is that you need to have commas. Okay, commas. What put the comma after you? Or just trying to think. Trying to get a vibe, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm trying to understand. Trying to get it intuitively in my mind or something. Oof. Fun. I'm gonna go control. How do I do this? Control F function F5. Let's do it. La 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 la. Perhaps you forgot a comma on line 3. Perhaps I have. Ba 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 ba. Have faith in your dreams, and someday the rainbow. Oh no! Oh my goodness! Back to you, Jason. Okay, it starts talking about this guy, Jason, with all. See, if I do this and then, but I'm this. I don't like it. What's wrong? Tell me. Talk to me. What's wrong? I just gotta whisper to it. Property. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go back to our original hypotheses. What's going on? Trying to learn by first principles why something don't work. Okay. Why my code don't work? Because vscode isn't finding/running the code with a valid Python interpreter. Launch config, so your debug run fails right away. From your screenshot, the key clue is that the bottom console is complaining. There is an error line starting with something like Python debug py interpreter new module. To pinpoint it, paste the exact text of that error line. Meanwhile, do these exact quick checks. Ensures the file is exactly .vscode / launch.json. Not launch.json backwards. What's a / and what's a /? What is this? Is this a / or is this a /? What? That's a /. Yeah, because it's like leaning back. Lean with it. Is this a / symbol? The backward slash and the forward. Let's just see. What's a / look like? No, slash. That looks cool. What is this? Some good graphic design or something here. I like the lightings of this. I feel like y'all are getting in like a session into my mind. This isn't what even is this symbol? I'm positive I see some stuff here. Okay. Okay, there we go. / /. This is exactly what I was talking about. What is this? Alt Fold 47. Merit keyboard. Wait, what? Is this real? Wait, what? You could just do that? Why not? I could just, but I also have this, but I could also just do. Oh, what? You hold down the Alt and you go. What? Why is it that it comes out with J? What is happening here? I'm making a move. Why is I just discovered that the Alt key has something. Did y'all know this? That you can just, I'm putting out Egyptian hieroglyphics right now. What? Sorry, okay, way off topic. Oh my goodness. What am I? This is the authentic way of learning. I'm not trying to make y'all be like, oh no, we need to have this be completely structured. No. We're gonna search up. If I get a little bit sidetracked, I apologize. It's just how it is sometimes. Anyways, let's continue. So, terminal integrated font family, Comic Sans, monospace. Okay, so terminal, this is in the terminal. So integrated font family for the terminal would be Comic Sans, image, monospace. Okay, interesting situation. So use this minimal config. So version 0.20. Okay, configurations, name, Python, current file, type Python, request, launch, program, type of file. Select an interpreter. So we have Control Shift P. We're going to select Python as our interpreter. Pick one installed Python. No blank, no interpreter. Not blank, no interpreter. Make sure that the code file you're debugging is actually Python. Okay. Exemple gratia. No, exemple gratis. I don't know. Example. What is EG? Oh, I'm gonna sleep so bad. No, exemple gratis. Oh my goodness. I put my head down. It's so good. Okay. What even is EG mean again? It's exemple gratis. What is it? I just lose words to say something. Exemple gratia. Yeah, for example. Okay, moving code forward. So minimal config. So if we're in my JSON file, am I really supposed to be putting it all in here? Version 2.20, name, Python current file. Let's just grab some of this stuff right here. And let's just do a little typing actually. I'm gonna type it manually so we can remember it. So really this stuff, I think what happened is that I'm not supposed to, it's not right for me to put it here. Because this is where I believe all the variable nonsense happens here. So I'm gonna go like this. Okay. Okay. Good. Let me do normal again. Okay. Name Python current file type Python, yes. Launch, yes. File does not need another comma because it's the end, I'm assuming, but it needs, okay, has its quotation marks. Okay, even this, okay, has it, okay. Alright, so now we're in a situation where we gotta make a sense of this thing. So let's do a control function F5. Alright. Oh, bruh, so many words. Maybe I shouldn't make my thing a Comic Sans. It's probably a bad idea. So, like, and it went like that. Oh my god, I did it again, y'all. I did the whole, oh no, okay. Wait a minute. Settings.json. Wait, why? See, this is what I was thinking, right? We just had like two whole different like JSONs happening here. This is for .vscode, but this is for something getting a little crazy. vscode to JSON. I think this is the problem. Is that all our good stuff? Is it? So this is just for vscode in general. So if I do like, I do. Doesn't really do much. This is what you gotta do, y'all. We gotta mess around. We gotta find out what happens when we do strange stuff. Something he's just no. I don't like that. Okay, well, okay. VS Code. Remember we read something about how it needs to be VS Code, read a debuggy or something like that. Okay, so Python debug console command line. Shell integration. rich. Feel like I made this complicated for myself. Of course we do, but that's how we learn. We make it a little bit unnecessary. So terminal integrated font family. Hi you guys, I think for convenience right now, I'm gonna stop this. So this is for the .json. This is for app data settings.json. Code user. Oh, okay. And while we're at it, I'm actually even gonna remove our theme. Just do function F5. Okay. Alright. Alright. I'm just playing around. Let's see. No, nothing. You're giving me nothing, sir. No. I like to see. Okay, how we can. Okay. We love playing around here, don't we? Okay. Okay. You live in my dreams. In the fantasy. Okay. If I just go control SL, sure we'll save it. Settings.json, vscode. Okay. Oh, crazy. What did I do here? Because this is for VS Code. When I wiped away our array for our ruler length or whatever it's called, editor rulers, yeah. It brought back my beautiful thing. I wonder why I did that. I think what I'm gonna do is write a notepad of why did it do that. So let's see. How are we gonna do this? Alright. I'm gonna make a Google Doc or something. So give me a second, y'all. So y'all don't see my personal information. Okay, let's get back to it. So questions for stuff I did. So number one, when I was messing around with the settings.json file on my VS Code editor, basically, I wondered to myself, why did it actually allow for all of my width rulers to pop up when I had destroyed the function in the code, the VS Code thing. It kept the other place which I had a similar function within the path file for that. is in my roaming, my C drive. Users XC app data roaming code user settings.json. Oh, it's roaming code. User. Okay. Alright, interesting situation here. So if I did this, this is also VS Code. So this is in general. Okay. So if I run the debugger, okay, so the way we launch our JSON files. Oh my god, again Whisperflow. Scared my life out of my brain. Okay, let's see. This is for .vs code. This is for settings.json. So if I do launch.json and I want to go to room users, user VS Code. No. Does it need to be a .vs Code file? Bro. Okay, hold up. So we need to click the run and debug out icon, which looks like a triangle with a small bug. Okay, triangle with small bug. Select the Python options in the prompts that appear in the launch.json file that opens. Make the following change. So there's one launch.json file. So what I just do it myself, bro. That's the end of the file. Snip even do? Snip it. And automate the boring stuff. There's a strange part where I cannot find the answer anywhere else on the book or on the internet, but it's the snip at line 23. Basically, the following code is cited from the book. It's not a complete code, but can you explain to me what snip at line 23 does here? So, most probably it is used as I remove some code that is not important, like a scissor, sound a scissor mace when you snip something from the other thing. For I in range 200, print I, output I2 snip 199 200. The S is similar to clock, something that makes you put it into the trash bin. I don't know. Okay. Put it into the trash bin. Snippets. Okay. Sleeping. Waking. Okay, back to the grind. So let me read this paragraph 1 billion times. 1 more times, please. A few more times. I'm a good deleter. I'm gonna bridge. Hold up. Okay, no. Crazy. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm not gonna bridge. Okay, let's see. Simplifying the output. By default, vscode shows the output of your programs in an embedded terminal window. This output includes the commands that are being used to run the file. For many situations, this is ideal, but it may be more distracting than you want when you're first learning Python. To simplify the output, close all the tabs that are open in VS Code, and then quit VS Code, launch VS Code again and again with the folder that contains all the Python worlds you've been working on. This can just be Python work. The hello world.py world is saved. Click the run debug icon, which looks like a triangle with a small bug, and then click the launch, create a launch.json file. Following change. Okay, you know what? Let's just try the new fresh thing. So let's just goodbye. Create a launch.json. Or what? What do you mean? So yeah, snip is not defined, bro. What? We don't even know who snip is. I don't even know who snip is. Snip is Sanipa whip. Line 12 in module and 12. Whoa. Oh goodness. Integrated terminal. What even is this stuff? Okay. Hi Kia, I really want to go to sleep. Spent 46 minutes. Yep, I think this is a tomorrow type of problem because yeah, I think this is something with snip, but we learned about a couple of things about syntactical fixes with commas, about the usage of a console, or like the difference between the file path and how that affects our output on the overall area of the editor, the terminal. Yeah, you're able to edit that in settings.json like we mentioned before, and you can even change the fonts things. How basically Python, I don't know, like about the usage case of a Python debugger and how no bug py is important for simply being able to, in a sense, it can only be used in only, and the only exception is like the integrated in variable, like there's a bajillion things. So yeah, I don't know, it's just kind of like interesting to me how that part where I was trying to figure out, okay, what did I even write down? It was about how, I mean, I did know what I wrote down, but it's just like, why does like the with rulers pop up correctly within the specified array when, or Microsoft Copilot, what, regular Microsoft, what, like array and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. We did this Python debugger thing, and so I think I'm gonna try it again tomorrow. But yeah, gang. Peace out, all love, all peace, eat your vegetables, something, something. Yeah, okay, shout out to launch.json. Yeah.